Hello, my dear Bacho, and welcome back. I know exams are just around the corner and you're all studying so hard. So today, let's do a super fast revision of a chapter that's not just about marks, it's about your whole life. We're talking about human capital formation. Let's make this your exam superpower.
Okay, let's jump right in. To really understand what this chapter is all about, let's start with a really big rupee lakh question, something you've probably wondered about when you're scrolling through YouTube or Instagram.
No, seriously, just think about it for a second. Why does a top doctor or a brilliant engineer earn lakhs and lakhs of rupees, while someone who is unskilled might earn so much less, even if they both work very, very hard? What's the secret? What's that magic ingredient?
And the answer, my dear students, is this amazing idea called human capital. You can't see it, you can't touch it. It's that invisible treasure of knowledge, of skills, of expertise that's inside a person's mind. That's the secret sauce.
Now, to get this idea really clear in our heads, let's compare it to something we can see and touch. And that's what we call physical capital. You know, all the actual stuff, the factories, the big machines, the buildings, the raw materials, things you can literally point to.
Now, Achom, listen very, very carefully. Put a big star next to this in your notebook because the difference between these two, it's a guaranteed question for your exam. On the left, physical capital, like a machine, is tangible. You can touch it. And you can sell it to someone else, right? It's separable. But look at the right. Your human capital, your knowledge, is intangible. You can't touch it. And, this is the most important part, it's inseparable from you. A doctor can't sell her medical degree to someone and say, okay, now you go do the surgery. No way. You can only sell the services from your skills. This difference is absolutely crucial.
Okay, so if this human capital is the secret to earning all those lakhs, the next big question has to be, how do we get it? How do we create it? Well, you can think of it like you're making a favorite biryani. There's a recipe.
And here they are, the 5 main ingredients, or what your textbook calls the sources of human capital. We've got education, health, training on the job, migration, and information. Let's quickly go through each one.
Ingredient number 1, and it's the most important one, is education. This is exactly what you are doing right now. Every single hour you spend studying, your parents and teachers are investing in you. You are building your own human capital, which is directly going to boost your future income.
Next up, health. You've heard that old saying, health is wealth, haven't you? Well, in economics, it's literally true. A healthy person can simply work better and be more productive. If a worker is sick, productivity goes down. So spending on good health is also a major investment in human capital.
The third ingredient is on-the-job training. Now this is super interesting. It's like getting a software update for your brain. Companies will spend money to train their employees to teach them new skills and new technologies. Why? Because it makes them more productive.
Okay, quick revision check. Let's see if you're with me. Time for a 1-mark question. We just talked about something that's like a software update for a person. Is it A, education, B, health, or C, training? Think quick. Got it? If you chose C, training, you are absolutely right. Shabash!
Fourth, we have migration. People move from their villages to big cities, or sometimes even from India to other countries. They do this searching for better jobs and higher pay. Now, moving costs money, for sure, but the higher salary they earn is the return on that investment.
And finally, our 5th ingredient is information. Just think about it. Knowing which jobs are in demand or which courses will give you the best skills, that's super valuable, right? Spending a little time and money to get this info helps you make much smarter career choices.
All right, let's move on to another very, very important idea that often confuses students in the exam. So let's make it crystal clear. What is the difference between human capital and human development? They sound similar, but they're not the same.
So here's the key difference. It's all about your point of view. The human capital idea sees education and health as a way to make people more productive. It's a means to an end, and that end is to increase the country's income. But the human development view says that education and health are a basic human right. Every person deserves them just to live a good, happy life, whether it increases productivity or not. One is about the economy, the other is about human well-being.
Chalo, now that we know all the theory, let's look at the real world. How is our country, India, doing? Let's check the report card for our nation. Are we building the human capital of our people? Let's see.
And here's some really good news to start with. Just look at this journey.
Back in 1951, soon after independence, barely 17 out of 100 people in India could read or write. It's quite sad. But look how we have climbed. We crossed the halfway mark in the 90s, and now we are at nearly 78%. That's a massive achievement for our country.
But there's still work to do. For many years, experts have recommended that India should spend at least 6% of its national income, or GDP, on education. That's the goal, the bar on the left. The bar on the right shows where we actually are, around 4.5%. We're still a bit behind, and we really need to push this up to unlock our country's full potential. The government, though, is definitely taking some very big steps. One of the most important was the Right to Education Act of 2009. This law made it a fundamental right for every single child in India between the ages of 6 and 14 to get free education. This is a huge, game-changing step.
So, after all this talk about economics and laws and percentages, what's the one thing? What is the most important message that you should take away from this chapter? Not just for your exam, but for your life.
It's this, my dear Bachu. This entire chapter, it's not really about economics. It's about you. Every late night you study, every new thing you learn, that is the single greatest investment in the entire world. It's better than land, it's better than gold. You are your own greatest asset. Please never ever forget that.
And with that thought, let me leave you with one final question. The world is changing so fast. Your own textbook talks about the need for new skills in things like AI and data science. So, just for a moment, think beyond your exams. What's one new skill that you are excited to learn next to keep investing in yourself? All the very best for your exams, my bacho. You're all going to be fantastic.